Welcome back to the Collector Cards YouTube channel. This is episode 2 of the new Collector podcast, The Modern Recap. My name's Tristan.
I'm Zach.
We're going to be your hosts this evening. It is Friday morning for you guys when you're seeing this video. And I have a show this weekend on Sunday in Auburn, Maine at the college. I'll be there from 9 to 5, I think it is. And I'll be there vending all day. Feel free to stop by and pick up some cards, grab some tips. I love to just talk to anyone in the collector space.
Right.
But we're going to jump right in today. Exactly.
Yep.
Got to get together with
the community.
And we're going to jump right in today with news because I have an important tidbit that popped up. As you know, I've been talking to you about it.
Yeah.
The GameStop release happened last weekend on Friday. It was a Friday release, but they released only the Black Flare collection. This weekend on Saturday, which is tomorrow for everybody, tomorrow morning, GameStop is releasing the White Flare half of the collection. And I know that my local GameStop, the first person in line, I stopped by and asked because it was a just absolutely ridiculous line when I got there. I asked the guy that was in the front because I knew who he was, what time he got there, and he said 4 a.m. And the person behind him showed up at 4:30, and the line just escalated from there. Yeah. So show up early if you really want to get black or white flare. I'm sorry about that. If you really want to get white flare, make sure you show up early. Make sure that you bring a chair. You bring something to
bring
do.
Some food, drink,
right?
maybe.
It's gonna be a little bit of a long wait in line. But
it is kind of nice to see lines back at GameStop, isn't it?
It kind of is.
Lines in the middle of the night at GameStop.
I wish they would do a midnight release. I wish they would just do a midnight.
Right?
If they did a midnight
awesome.
Release for Pokemon, it would be great.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know why they don't. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. But make sure you're in line if you want some white flare at GameStop. And I'm sure that because GameStop is restocking, we would have already gotten a restock on like Wednesday. Usually there's a midweek restock for Walmart and Target. I'm sorry, I totally slipped my mind. Yeah,
they do weird restocks, middle of the week, something weird.
Usually right after a release, there's like a midweek. Right after the release, that way the next weekend they can do another restock, and it's not like a bunch of people didn't get it.
Not the craze of everyone and the people who just want to get some. Yeah.
So hopefully somebody got some this week in the middle of the week. And if you didn't, watch out this weekend, mainly Friday and Saturday, for restocks at any of your local Target, GameStop, any of your local game stores.
Right, well, even if, like you going to a card show, vendors, if they have their hands on them, may have product as well.
That's right, and card shows are starting to pick up. It's that time of year where during the summer, card shows kind of lull out.
Yeah.
A lot of the smaller ones disappear. But the big card shows happen in the summer. You have your Comic-Cons and things like that.
The big indoor convention center type ones.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's like summer. There's a few in the winter, but in the winter you have a lot of those local small card shows.
Right, I mean especially around here. You want to be inside.
Yeah, you want to be inside. It's a little chilly.
There's a lot less going on in the winter, so why not have more card shows?
Exactly. Exactly. So the main topic for today is going to be a modern recap. And the reason is because I have a card show coming up this weekend, and Zach, our new collector here, might be stopping by. He's gonna do his best. He has his daughter this weekend, so he's gonna try his best.
Birthday party this weekend.
So it's
Luckily,
a big weekend.
That's Saturday, but we'll see.
Hopefully he can stop by. I didn't want him to come into the card show and be overwhelmed with all the vendors and things. We're gonna have 70 plus.
This would be the biggest card show that I've been to. By far.
It's gonna be quite a large card show. I didn't want you to be overwhelmed with the fact that the majority of the cards you're gonna see from the modern era you haven't seen. You've never seen before.
I don't recognize them.
So
in that pack battle from our last episode, I didn't know some of the ones that were in the pack.
Right, exactly. And since that pack battle, we actually ended the episode and ended up twice as excited about the card we pulled as we were when we pulled it. Yes. Not even because of what it's worth, but because I was already going to keep the card because I love the artwork. And I literally said to Zach, I was like, this is probably like a $2 or $3 card. And I'm totally keeping it because I love the artwork. And he turned around and was like, no, that's like a $36, $37 card. And I was like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
That was a good pack battle for sure.
It was. And
especially for a first episode, two hits
in one pack. Yeah. Can't complain about that. Or 2 hits in
one pack battle.
Right, one pack battle. Can't complain about that.
I imagine there'll be plenty in the future where we both skunk out.
So, is there any sets that any like questions about the modern era that you have before we get into anything at all?
So, I'm kind of familiar with the idea of how some of these are basic sets and some of them are like celebration sets or special sets.
So just for reference for the audience here, we have a list in front of us here, so I'm just going to read through the list. This is in order the sets that came out for Scarlet Violet. He left at about the Astral Radiance point, so he missed a little bit of the tail end of Sword and Shield, but he saw it as he was leaving the hobby. So he's familiar with things like the Crown Zenith.
Yeah.
You know, Crown Zenith was the last set.
Yeah, I've opened a bit of that.
Okay, so you were there right
Actually, might even have some of Crown Zenith in my small collection.
Yes, so
a little bit.
So there we go. We picked up some since the last episode.
Randomly, I'm like, we'll grab that. It's hard not to when it's right in front of your face.
Exactly, you know? And that's what collecting's all about. You know, it's like, I love that one.
Expensive
cardboard,
gimme.
Right. We all love expensive cardboard, no matter what form it's in, whether it's
shiny cardboard,
whatever.
Oh, that's awesome.
But so the sets in Scarlet Violet, in order, were Scarlet Violet base, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, 151, Paradox Rift, Paldean Fates, Temporal Forces, Twilight Masquerade, Shrouded Fable, Stellar Crown, Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, Journey Together, Destined Rivals, and then the final set of Scarlet and Violet, right as you come back, is Black and White.
Yeah.
And it's actually Black Bolt, White Flare, and they are two. Just so you know, I wasn't sure how much you knew about these through the little bit you've been looking into it again. Black Bolt is a 400 card set by itself.
I remember you had said something
and
about
White
that
Flare is a 400 card. So altogether, it's a little over an 800 card.
Well,
total.
Is that including
all together?
All the secret rare.
That's why it's a little over. That's why it's a little over 8. So there's a red Vincinity. I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. I'm very bad at pronouncing that one. Card. And it's a red holographic.
Victini.
Victini. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, that's the black and white little staple one they gave.
Yes, so there is a red. Well, what they did is in Japan, it was a promo for Japanese sets, and it was just a promo.
They run a little different than U.S. sets.
So they didn't think that we were going to get it at all. So the price absolutely went crazy. Some people paid some absolutely crazy amounts for them, up to $2,000 a card. Yeah, quite crazy. And then the American set got released, or the English, I should say, because it's not American. We also have the European market. There's the Australian market. I mean, it's not just us at all. We just happen to be the largest consumers of the product.
We love our cardboard.
We love our cardboard. But the set that with black and white was that when they divided it, they decided that for English they were going to put a different number of the same card in both sets. So it's in both sets under a separate number. So technically, if you wanted to master set both sets, you would have 2 copies of the same card, but they would be numbered differently.
Right, because they're technically
black
from
and white
different sets.
Correct.
Same set, but it's like a combo set.
Right, exactly. So it's kind of a weird one.
Pretty cool, though.
I think it's a really, really cool set. I am on the journey to master set this one.
Good luck.
I am.
Good luck.
I know.
I will not be.
Luckily, the community around here is really nice. Like I said, I went to GameStop for the release last weekend. And when I went to the GameStop for release last weekend, I was only able to get a tin. I was I said, I was so far back in line, but they had a good stock of tins. So I got 1 tin, and everybody that was there wanted to open their stuff right at GameStop. They have a play table in GameStop now. So we went over and sat down and opened up everything. And I was the only one that didn't get a hit in my tin.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, didn't even get a hit in my tin. But everyone that was sitting around me, a couple people had gotten ETBs, and they opened their ETBs. They weren't master setting. They were just looking for specific hits that they liked and things. And they want the SIRs. Yeah. So they gave me all their Pokeballs and a Master Ball. Yeah. So it was awesome.
They're not interested. It's just bulk to them.
So it was awesome. I'm on a journey already.
So was it actually better? Maybe.
It's going to be hard, though, to keep them separate because, I realized I made the mistake. There was 1 Black Bolt and 1 White Flare pack in the tins, whereas the binders are separate, the ETBs are separate, the poster collection has both, and the tins have both. So
fair enough. And you ideally want to sort them separately.
So the sets, as they were in order, there's 15 Scarlet Violet
I don't know
sets.
if that is a lot or not comparatively, but it sure feels like it. Because this has been going on. Scarlet Violet has really been going on since I got out of it.
Well, here let's just for comparison, because I'm unsure myself.
Right.
Let's see what Sword and Shield.
Right. If I remember correctly, I believe Sword and Shield was 11 or 12.
We'll see how many there are.
Not 15.
Let's see. There were
oh man,
19.
No way. I'm wrong. Really, see, that's how bad I am with this.
So really,
I must have missed a lot.
There was a lot.
Interesting.
Well, see, I think the thing is, because I was thinking it was less too, but I forget about there was Darkness Ablaze.
Putting it into perspective,
if you really think about it.
I don't think I got into it till after the one we talked about yesterday with Calyrex on it. I can't remember it. The blue and purple artwork.
Oh, I don't remember that one either. But the main thing with Sword and Shield is it was also an era of Pokemon where they weren't selling a lot. Yeah. So it didn't really make sense for them to move on to a new set with no interest for it.
Right.
So, why would you print a new set without interest? So it makes sense that there's so many Sword and Shield.
To put that into perspective, I was in it from about after Chilling Reign to Astral Radiance. I was doing it for a little while, too, it felt like.
Right.
And that's still just within one generation. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you never left one generation.
Yeah. I collected for quite a while, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they're putting out sets way faster than they were before, though. Yeah. They really are. Sets are a little bit closer together. And, as I'm sure you probably haven't realized, I think it's next year, marks the 30th anniversary of Pokemon.
Ah, that's right.
So we had celebrations for the 25th.
Yeah.
We're about to have a 30th anniversary set.
Right.
And
well, the
hype for it is already building.
Yeah.
It really is. People are already talking about it. It's going to be
I believe the last
hard
one
set.
was Generations.
Yep. Yeah.
I remember Generations.
And that one was good.
It was really good.
Generations was
I
still have some
soft spot in my heart for XY Evolutions.
Mm-hmm. We all have a soft. All of the old Pokemon collectors have a soft spot for XY Evolutions because it's
home.
It's home. But on that note, here, let's turn a little bit to the binder and we'll show the audience some cards. I'm going to introduce you to the predecessor to XY Evolution. So base Scarlet Violet came out, and it was a pretty good set. wasn't terrible. There's some okay cards.
Yeah.
Then Paldea Evolved came out, and Paldea Evolved has the Magikarp. The Magikarp is a beautiful card. I don't know if you've seen it yet. There's a full art Magikarp.
Of course, people would love it.
I will say, as a Pokemon collector, it is a beautiful card.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would pay what it's going for at the moment, but it's gorgeous.
Right.
Then there was Obsidian Flames, which was kind of a Charizard-esque set.
Yeah.
There were a couple good Charizards, but I wasn't a huge fan of that set myself, so I didn't get a lot of it. And then 151 came out. Now, 151 is the original 151 Pokemon.
Right.
And a bunch of them got SIRs. Not all of them.
A bunch of very cool cards.
But, so here, we'll show you this one.
That's pretty cool.
This is the Poliwhirl.
That's pretty cool.
From when we were a kid.
Yeah.
They pulled it into a full art.
That is very cool.
Absolutely love this card. I think this card is wonderful. Love that one. And then they went on to do all our base set starters. Yeah. So we have the Venusaur.
That's awesome.
Which is just absolutely beautiful. And so, cool. Some of these I have graded, so I can't pull them out. They're back on my shelf, but the Ivysaur. Ivysaur is probably my favorite in the whole set just because it's such a natural environment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is very cool. You could probably stack them.
I think you can, and here
I bet you the Charizard might sit at the top because that's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Here, we'll look right at it here. Oh, sorry, it would be.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yep.
That is kind of cool.
So I don't know if anyone knows
perfect,
that.
But I don't know if it's perfect, but it's definitely
one's stacked.
Looking down at the other.
This is the first time he's seeing any 151 cards, really.
So when I used to collect, they did. I think it was either Heart Gold or Soul Silver or Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, but they did the Legend cards where you put the two halves together.
Yes.
I had the Dialga and Palkia Legend. That was one of my most cherished cards.
I
loved it.
The two half cards. They're great. And then, so they've continued that theme of the full arts on the different sets. So here's another SIR from Destined Rivals.
That's pretty cool.
The Nidoking. It's a great SIR from Destined Rivals. We also have Team Rocket's Moltres.
A set that I would definitely enjoy.
Absolutely beautiful card. This one's probably my favorite card in the set. I think that Destined Rivals Moltres could be the top hit. I love Mewtwo as a Pokemon.
I've never
but I don't.
Mewtwo.
I love him, but I don't think that they did the card justice in comparison to what they did for Moltres.
Right.
Moltres looks amazing. And then even some.
Cool.
Well, this is Obsidian Flames.
Yeah.
So this was an Obsidian Flames hit.
Baby Cleffa.
So
pretty cool.
And they're no longer Galarian galleries. They're just part of the set. They're not separated in any way. So it's much different now. And then the whole theme in Scarlet and Violet for a play style, which ended up trickling down to the arts, of course, was crowns. Yeah. So the crowns give you the ability to use other elements and things like that. So here's an example of some crowned cards. These are from Prismatic. You can see the crown above their head.
Oh, I can also see an absolutely crazy Eevee.
Right. So the crown ability is supposed to be all the way through Scarlet Violet, but I've noticed and talked to many other people, and we've noticed that there's no crown ability in any of Black and White. And Black and White is the only set that doesn't fit the narrative of all the others. So all the others, we have Stellar Crown, Shrouded Fable, Scarlet Violet on its own, Paldea Evolved. They're all their own names. Whereas
this is kind of like an ode to Black and White almost.
Now you have Scarlet Violet Black White. That's the name of the set. Scarlet Violet Black White.
Very odd.
Technically, it would be Scarlet Violet Black Bolt. Scarlet, Violet, White Flare.
Very odd.
So it kind of doesn't really roll off the tongue. But these are some of the newer full arts here. Like, I love what they've done with kind of the environment cards. Yep. Where, like, they have Joltik just hanging out in his environment. And this is just my binder of cards. These are some extras that I have laying around that I just enjoy myself. I get a kick out of them. But then I have some of the older cards, like, I'm sure this is something that you probably opened back in the day.
Right, the clay.
Right,
the little clay art.
And it's the original full arts. These are the alpha cards for the full arts here. And they're absolutely awesome. So Scarlet and Violet was a great set. And we had a bunch of big standouts here. Yeah. So, like, the first big standout we had wasn't Paldea Evolved. Paldea Evolved is loved now. Yeah. But when it came out, it wasn't loved as much. Really? It was a set that everybody was kind of like wishy-washy about. Right, exactly. Yep. And the Magikarp was not the top hit. It is now the top hit by a margin of probably 5. You know, I'm not going to say 10 just because I don't want to. But I'd say a margin of 5. The Magikarp is the top hit in the set easily. Very cool. And it's, I'm telling you. Give it to
fans to make a Magikarp a top hit.
I'm telling you, it's awesome. It's a great card. Cool. If you could see the art on it, it would be great. Then
maybe we'll have one.
I want one. We should get one just for the channel. We'll set it right there. You know, it'd be great.
Magikarp.
And then the next big set that came out was 151, as we just went over, because it just brought that nostalgia. Yep. You know, like, those are all Pokemon
they're all our homies.
You had.
It's all the homies.
Right. They're starters. They're
all the random ones you caught down the first routes in the first games you played.
Right, exactly. And then it continued on for Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift is an okay set. It's not a bad set. It's a decent set. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't a set that was loved by everybody. It wasn't like a unanimous, oh, this is the best set ever. So it was kind of okay, but we were still in a hype, so it was still kind of hard to find. It wasn't bad yet. Paldean Fates came out. Paldean Fates is also not a bad set. Yep. Fairly good. Great arts. Is a good art. Gardevoir. Thank you.
I can't pick one, but definitely top 3 favorite Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Always has been.
That's
always
awesome.
has been. They used to have, you know,
is that your grass type team?
Grass Psychic, absolutely.
Oh, that's on your team.
You know how they used to do the cards with the gold, silver border, and then you'd flip it and it'd have the white and whatever back, and it was a replica of the card used in the championship tournament or whatever.
Yes, the old champion decks. The old champion deck cards.
So, like, I used to have a Gyarados like that, and I had a Gardevoir like that. Had it since I was a kid, so I'm like, look at this thing. None of you got one of these.
You're right.
Look at this. You don't have the silver border like I do and the cool back.
You're right.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. I don't know how many other cards they really did with a different back.
I honestly don't know, and I don't know that I've seen that before myself.
They're really cool.
I don't know if I've ever seen them before myself. I'd love to see that because I know Pokemon Japan did a card with the back, but like that you could flip over. You know what I mean? The early Pocket Monster cards were like that, and the early Pocket Monster cards were awesome.
I used to have a lot of Japanese ones and weird French, Italian cards. Really weird ones. I love promos. So, like, I have some Japanese promos. Yeah. But I'm not I don't like Japanese myself. I'm not huge with it.
I'm not a fan. It's not that I don't enjoy the arts or anything. Yeah. I don't know. I want it to be in English.
Yeah,
I just if I handed you a menu and said, "Do you want it in English or Japanese?" you're gonna
ask for it in English.
Right. And even if it shows you a picture of each dish and you know what it is, it's nice to read through it.
It is.
And I kind of feel the same with the cards. It's like, I know that it says, like the Magikarp we were talking about.
If I can't read it, I can find out what it says.
I know it says Magikarp. I know for a fact.
I see his face.
But I want it to say it like it did in the game when I was a kid. It's that nostalgia factor for me, I think.
Cool.
As I'm talking about it, I'm kind of realizing that.
I start getting bits and pieces to come back. I played like big on Ruby and Sapphire for the Game Boy and Emerald. That was my generation, was 3. For sure. 3 or die.
Yeah.
Yep. 3 all day.
See,
Not that I'd say it's the best.
No.
But biased choice. 3 all day.
Man, if I played a lot of Diamond and Pearl because I didn't have a console a lot growing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't get Ruby and Sapphire until after I had Diamond and Pearl. I was playing them on my DS.
On the DS.
Yeah, on my DS. I got them secondhand from a friend.
Happened to just get a Game Boy at a yard sale. I was so lucky.
Yep.
Dude, and the best part is I had Pokemon Emerald in it. I turn it on. He has Kyogre, Rayquaza, Groudon, level 100, 100, 100, Blaziken level 100, Sceptile level 100. He had all 3 starters, all 3 legendaries. I'm like, what did this guy do to this game?
There's a guy on Facebook, or I see most of his content on Facebook, but he does little skits and about playing the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
And it's like a skit between him and his son, but he plays both characters. So it's really funny, and he does a really good job. But he does a skit recently where he talks about how his favorite pastime is to buy Pokemon games from GameStop just to play the person's save file that's on them and beat it. And as his son playing the role, he's like, why would you do that? I feel like that's wrong. That's like playing someone else's.
The prophecies.
No, he's like, that's what he says. Is he's like, if I didn't play this, player Greg never would have been a Pokemon master.
No, and now
he never would have been a Pokemon master.
He doesn't even know it, but Greg is a master.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon master now. Exactly. And I think that's so funny.
That's awesome.
I think that would be a really fun thing to do, though. Like, if you came across the game and it had a save file, and you've played it before, maybe just play through on theirs with their Pokemon. Don't change it up.
Different way to play it.
Really win it. You know what I mean?
That's
I thought that was a really cool thing. In Scarlet Violet, there's been some other standout sets. Surging Sparks, which came out after Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown was a really good set too.
Does this have a good Pikachu that people like?
Yeah, Surging Sparks has a good Pikachu. It is a really nice Pikachu. It's not my favorite Pikachu. But I can definitely see how it's some other people's. You know what I mean? Like it's
an appealing Pikachu.
Right. I'm more the basic Pikachu kind of person, where this one definitely has some flair.
Like a little fatty out in the trees or something.
See, those ones are cool too.
Yeah.
And this one like gives Pikachu another little bit of flair. It's similar to the Magikarp card in the way that they really show him off.
Right, and Pikachu obviously being a very, very fan favorite.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Along with Magikarp. Magikarp's definitely been a fan favorite for a long time.
And Stellar Crown was also an awesome set before Surging, but it just didn't get the market moving the way Surging did because Pikachu.
Yep. When in doubt,
Pikachu.
Pull out the cool looking Pikachu.
So...
Well, I remember in Sword and Shield you had the Vivid Voltage Pikachu it was. Chonkachu.
Yes.
And that Pikachu went crazy.
So this was... Let me just make sure. SCR. So these were Stellar Crown cards.
Yeah.
These were Stellar Crown hits.
Very cool.
And I think they did a terrific job with Stellar Crown as well. But like I said, it just didn't get the market moving, but I'm surprised.
Right.
Because it did get the market moving, but not the way Surging did, I should say. And then we have the Bulbasaur.
What set brought these? the Legendary Collection looking hollows.
That is.
Or is it Legendary
That
Collection?
is Legendary.
Okay.
That's my little Legendary Collection stash.
Okay.
We got those stashed away. They're getting ready.
Those are so cool, man.
I have 5 of them that are getting
They're
ready
so
to go
cool.
to PSA. I have Spearow, Zapdos, Sandshrew, Rhydon, and Doduo.
That's cool, man.
Those
are awesome.
Or it's Dodu, not Doduo. Doduo is
Cool.
the evolution. Dodu is the
Cool,
base.
bro.
So those are going to PSA. I'm also sending both of those Stellar Crown hits to PSA.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all this a little more when we talk about grading, probably next week.
Not that one, but the Pokemon Go set. I got
The
into that pretty
Pokemon
good.
Go. Do you like the Pokemon Go set?
My Pokemon Go account is kind of stacked. I won't lie.
That's true. Pokemon Go is
So that
great.
one was like, I may as well. I like it.
Right.
I did get myself a peel off Ditto as well.
Did you?
Those are awesome. Yeah, it was under a new mail. Yep. That was cool.
So those are some of the cards from the new sets, and you can see how they've kind of changed what the top hit is.
Right.
They've obviously done it intentionally, but what they decide the top hit's going to be isn't always the top hit. Yeah. The market has quite a few times now really flipped the script on them.
Has quite an influence on what happens.
So after Surging, Prismatic came out,
right,
and the market was already primed.
And it just
Pikachu set, and then an Eevee set to follow it up.
So that's what it was, is the Eevee, the Pikachu set, the Eevee set.
The Eevee set. So
it just went crazy.
Well,
because I remember the boom.
Do you remember
when Prismatic came out?
Right.
I remember the boom.
And now, of course, just like most people, and probably some of the people watching here, it's kind of what sparked your interest, because all of a sudden there's videos about Pokemon everywhere. There's no Pokemon on the shelves.
You asked me to go to the card show, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
And we go to the card show, and what is it? There's one table of Magic and nothing but Pokemon everywhere. There was maybe 2 sports card tables, but it was all Pokemon.
Here I am at the card show, and I'm like, I don't know what to buy. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Is this a good price? I could look it up if it's a good price for these packs, but do I want to buy the packs? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
And it's kind of been like that. And with Prismatic, as soon as it came out, it was just crazy right from the get-go. I mean, it was super hard to get everywhere. I lucked out and got it a couple places. The restocks have been saving us, but a lot of people in the card market are talking about this. There's a few people with contradicting opinions, but the majority of people that I've seen agree. I don't think the restocks are going to help.
No.
And this is my reason. I think that as much as they're going to restock it, if I saw Prismatic ETBs at $80 an ETB, I'd buy every one.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to go into Walmart and buy it out.
Buy 25 of them.
Right. I'm not going to do that. But if I went like on TCG Player and I saw somebody list 25 of them for $80 a piece, I might buy a good majority of those for myself. Yeah. Just because I think that Prismatic Evolutions is going to be a set that does very well in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at when you got into the hobby. When you got into the hobby, or when you got out of the hobby, everything was printed like crazy. Yeah. You could get product everywhere.
Just about.
And
I could go to any store and there'd be something.
Right, exactly.
Of every set that was current.
Mm-hmm.
And even, to think about it, I'd go in and it'd be 2 or 3 sets after, and Evolving Skies would still be on the shelf. That hadn't boomed.
Evolving Skies is $2,000 a booster box.
Kidding. And it would still sit on the shelf for a little bit.
I think I looked at it Tuesday. Yeah. I think I looked at it Tuesday. It's
crazy.
Just a little over $2,000 a booster box.
Yeah, good set though.
Great set.
Good set.
Great set.
I had the big Snorlax with everything on it. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if that was base or that, but I had a lot of Evolving Skies and Sword and Shield base.
And I think that one was base. But but don't forget that with how much it was printed, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
And now it's through the roof. And it's not that it was like an investment thing, but it's more that I would love to open Evolving Skies right now.
Yeah.
I would love to. Do you know how much fun it would be for us to
right.
be able to open Evolving Skies right now?
Evolving Skies packs?
But do you want to pay $40 a pack for it? And neither do I.
Nope.
As a collector, I can't justify $40 a pack.
Yeah, it's rough.
It just doesn't make sense.
To open it.
Right. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe for my art sets or something like that. If I was missing it, I'm not. Luckily, I have my art set of Evolving Skies. Yeah, I can't. I personally can't justify that. And Prismatic, I think, is going to be a similar product where I would love to be able to open Prismatic with you years from now and whatever. And I'd love to be able to pull my promos out at some point and open those. But right now, I still love the sealed boxes.
Yeah, so they sit.
And luckily, I've gotten most of my Prismatic at MSRP on all these restocks. And it's been terrific. And I've been getting a bunch of it. I've opened a bunch of it because I have my sealed collection now. So whenever I find some, now I get to open it. And it's awesome and I love it. And it was a great set. Then they dropped Journey Together.
Yep.
The market was still primed.
Right.
So what happened?
Did it go down? Stay up?
Well... It dropped.
Yeah. Because you can only go so high.
Pre-orders were through the roof.
Yeah.
People were charging ridiculous amounts for pre-orders.
Yeah.
Pokemon Center ETBs were way up. And then it came out. And it went way up. And then went way down.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I'm not going to say it's way down. It's still holding.
Right.
And the reason I say it's still holding, where a lot of people would say, oh, it's a trash set, it's not doing good. It's $161 MSRP. Yeah. Market today is $210.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's up.
That's not bad.
Right. That's up. A good set, bad set, doesn't matter. But I think Journey Together is a super underrated set.
Yeah.
Not financially, like I don't care what it does financially, but just as a set. How many sets do you know of? Even from when you were collecting, where we have trainers on the
right. It was anytime it was generally like a Cynthia's whatever, Misty's whatever, from those type of sets
that's all we had.
Trainer gallery type of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was always the trainer galleries was always
relatively new anyway.
Right, and it wasn't. They were never the big.
No, they weren't.
The big trainers.
They were never the big hits.
They were never the big trainers.
They were just cool.
And I will say that was one of my small hiccups with Destined Rivals that dropped after Journey Together, because Destined Rivals came out and it was well received. It's even more well received. The market is really going up on it right now.
Yeah,
I wish I would have gotten more of it when I could. It's going crazy.
I think I might have a spot on them hanger packs if you want some. Winthrop companies. I think they're still there.
I luckily have Family Dollars in the area are now stocking them.
Yep.
And this is going to be a 3-year print run.
Okay.
It's a 3-year print run still, so we're still within print run. But like with Prismatic, something a lot of people don't talk about that I'm going to make sure I mention to you, Prismatic's also a 3-year print run.
Yeah.
But
there'd be chances to get it.
We say that. Realize we're 6 months into a 3-year print run.
Yeah.
Which means... Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 2-year print run.
Okay.
Because it's a specialty set.
Yeah.
So, if they only do their 2 years, that means we're...
already 25%.
We're a quarter of the way through.
And it's still hard to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still is bought out every time it hits. And once it doesn't come around
anymore, that goes up.
Exactly. So, Destined Rivals is doing a similar thing where if Destined Rivals ETBs hit the shelf, they're gone.
Yeah.
You see single packs around, which is great because for players, people that are really trying to play the game, and kids and things like that. Like I said, I think I said it the last podcast, but I bought my art set, so I have 4 of the Destined Rivals hangers. I have 4 Destined Rivals loose packs that I opened from blisters, and I have 1 of each of the blisters in my ETB.
Cool. That's all you need.
That's all I need. Well, I have the special collection. I tried to get all of the product from Destined Rivals because I really loved that set, and that was kind of why I pulled 2 packs out. I actually went to Family Dollar to do those 2 packs. This week I got special ones. this week I got something a little different. So that was Destined Rivals. And it was still hyped up, and now that Black Bolt and White Flare dropped, I really thought that there was going to be a lull. Like, I really thought I was going to go to GameStop.
Well, you know what?
And there wasn't going to be a line.
Black and White was loved.
It was the worst.
Maybe not immediately, but Black and White, I love Black and White.
Black and White was actually one of the least played Pokemon sets.
I love it.
Not like, I'm not going to say
personal generation of getting into. The end of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond Pearl, into Black and White. They did have a cool little area, like Call of Legends. And Call of Legends, those were fun packs to
Call
open.
of Legends were super. I love the arts on the lion art there.
I used to have the big Zoroark and the other Legends or whatever. That was a cool card.
That one's
Jumbo.
Awesome. There's so many good from the old sets.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
From the old sets. Just think, we're gonna get a bunch of those flashed back now.
Yeah,
so
I'd like to see.
Like, a ton.
I mean, maybe they've done something like it. I used to like the Prime cards. They had the little triangles, like kind of spikes around the artwork.
Well, so now I would say that an SIR would be the closest thing to, like, you know what I mean? Because now they do the gold and the rainbow SIRs. I don't know if you've seen any of the gold or rainbows.
No.
So they do
that. I just want to show you.
Pretty
basic, but a top hit, but pretty basic looking, but cool.
I got a couple of those stashed away. Yeah, I know exactly what I mean. I actually think I have that one, the Celebi.
Yeah.
The Celebi is a great one. But, so those are mainly the sets that really, in this market, if you see any Scarlet Violet set at MSRP, I'd say get it.
If you want it. If you want it, grab it.
If you want it, grab it. The exception to that, unless you... And the only reason I say this is because I would say through the Scarlet Violet era, there's only one set that the top Pokemon in the set and the main focus of the set isn't a nostalgia-based Pokemon. It's more of a modern Pokemon, and that's Urshifu.
Yeah.
Urshifu. It's just kind of a different one.
It tanked the last time they did it too.
But some people like it.
Battle Styles.
So, Battle Styles.
Battle Styles tanked, and that was kind of very Urshifu related.
Right, so in this one, it was Shrouded Fable.
Yep.
Shrouded Fable is more of an Urshifu set, and I think that the people that like Urshifu, I think what's going to happen is the people that like Urshifu are young, because it's a newer Pokemon. Yeah. So 10, 15, 20 years from now, Urshifu is going to be the rage.
No, because all them they're all going to have adult money now.
They're all going to have adult money, and they're going to be like, I want that Urshifu. And Pokemon's smart, and they're a marketing company, you know. Pokemon knows how to sell to their audience because...
Not that they can control what the prices are, but how much they print and what they make has a big influence on the prices. And
I've said this for a long time. Pokemon is the greatest marketing engineer in the world. Because
it's like the highest grossing.
Regardless how valuable the cards get.
Yep.
As long as they have some cards that they can sell to kids. Regardless of what they are, some cards. And they know that all the bulk goes to the majority kids anyway.
Yeah.
So they market to kids the TV show, the game, the stuffed animals.
Everything. The movies. You name it. The McDonald's.
Everything.
Everywhere.
So even if you never had a card as a kid, as an adult, we like physical things to remember our childhood by, because your childhood's very physical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You had all those
I
things
used to
in your
have the
hand.
little gold Mew
right.
in the case.
Mm-hmm.
I just think about it. Like, come on. That was cool.
So withholding all those things, when, like me, I played more of the games. I didn't have a ton of the cards. I didn't have any of the cards I have now.
Yeah.
But I always wanted them.
Right.
because I always had the games, and it wasn't like I could afford the cards. So now as an adult, I can have them.
Yeah.
Kids are going to be in a similar way where if they were really into the TV show, they're really into the game, but the cards were never available because there was a Pokemon boom happening at the time.
As you're growing
it's
up.
okay. When they're an adult, they're going to buy the cards anyway, and there's going to be another Pokemon
They're going to make the next boom.
Pokemon is smart, and I'm not saying that the cycle is going to continue to repeat itself, but Pokemon is not going to fail with their marketing.
Pokemon's not stupid.
No,
they're one of the most successful things ever. They're
way too
anywhere.
good at marketing their product.
Not going anywhere.
No way.
No, they're not going anywhere. No.
And it's funny, it's kind of gotten to the point where saying that imagining Pokemon disappearing is like imagining Disney going away.
Yeah, seriously.
It really is getting to that point where, I mean, Disney's obviously older than Pokemon, but
Pokemon is... If you don't know who Pikachu is, I'm genuinely going to question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you had access to anything, any TV, any at all, ever?
And if we're talking about the timeline, I mean, this is one of, this is one of the longer lasting TCG games ever, and I would say probably the longest lasting one geared towards children.
Yeah.
Because it is geared towards children. Whether us as adults enjoy it or not, it is mainly geared towards children. Magic the Gathering stays relevant because it's mainly geared towards adults, and like we said,
it's predominantly adult played.
Right. Adults, older kids like high school, college, that
enjoy
age.
The complexity.
Right, because it's complex. So with that, you have adult money, which kind of allows Magic to continue to sell to their player base on a constant basis, where Pokemon requires only a child to like it and a parent to buy it, which... If a child likes something, a parent's probably going to buy it.
Even at that rate, in the lowest points of Pokemon, like where I started, 2005, 6, 7, 8, was very low pop, low prints.
And everyone loved it.
And it was still there.
And everyone loved it still.
It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get, it's
everyone
awesome.
loved it still.
Right.
So,
and even then, you probably didn't have nearly as many adults buying it. There's probably predominantly children buying it. And it still came out.
Right.
They made cool stuff and it worked.
So I
don't know what to do.
I really don't think that the market is going to cool down too much for us.
I don't think so.
I think that we will obviously have a period where it kind of levels out. We'll have a little bit of a dip. But another thing that people aren't considering with this whole Scarlet Violet era and everything like that is China just got their first Pokemon set.
Yeah.
China just got their first Pokemon set. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but China's never had Pokemon before.
So a first of anything.
It's the largest market in the world.
I'd be thinking about getting some. The first of anything, especially in a market like Pokemon. It's bound to go up.
And it's a beautiful set.
It's bound to go up, man. It has to.
Beautiful. Honestly,
I personally think it would.
I would say that it gives a run for... If they printed that as a Scarlet Violet set, it would be one of the best Scarlet Violet sets, probably only second to Prismatic or Destined. It is absolutely beautiful. But also with that, think about it. If you live in China and you get into Pokemon,
you can't get it.
You had Japanese cards.
Yeah. I
had Japanese cards. Yep. So why wouldn't the Chinese want English cards? Why wouldn't they want Japanese cards? Why wouldn't they want Korean cards? Why wouldn't... We have cards from all over the world. They're going to want them too. So I'm not saying that they're just going to buy up our market.
Right.
But we have new people buying cards. As well as the American market now has everyone that used to be in the market is suddenly has an interest like you. Yeah. We have the new collectors of the world.
They're coming back.
You're right. The people we're trying to talk to in our podcast.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, we have the new, what I call the new collectors. Yeah. Which are the people who have never been in. And I have talked to 4 or 5 people at shows in just the past couple months that have come up to me and said, "Oh, I know nothing about Pokemon, but my kids are into it." And they're at a Pokemon show.
Yeah.
I think that if you're at a Pokemon show with your kids and you're gonna tag along with your kids and support them in that way, that's amazing. I'd love to give you a little bit of knowledge so that your kids and you get the best value out of your experience. You know, and that's what we're trying to do here. Exactly.
Becoming like that, it's kind of a family experience, really.
Right, exactly.
And a lot of parents don't understand the value of Pokemon. I mean, the information's more readily available now, but a lot of older parents are like, "What do you mean? You want me to buy you cards?
Mm-hmm.
What's with the cards? They're expensive. They could be worth a lot of money."
Right.
Yeah, some are just no, like you know. Parents should be accepting of it because
right.
It's pretty good. It'll have it to get into, I think. What we got next?
We are talking about
promos.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the deal with promos? Because they're pricey.
Yeah. Promos are a little bit pricey.
I know what they are, but they're pricier than I remember. If it's not the top Black Star promo.
Right. So
like, what is with it?
There's a few things going on with promos. I'm a promo collector myself. Yeah. I've been a promo collector for a long time. I've always loved it because I can pick up promos for pennies.
Yeah,
it's great. Right. I can leave the card show with a stack, and people are like, "Of course, I'll sell you my promo. I don't want it." Like, it.
I just
right.
like them.
I just love the promos.
Yeah.
I'm specifically a Black Star promo collector. Yeah. I like the Black Stars. So in the new Scarlet Violet set, there's a promo in every ETB, like we talked about. They started that with Crown Zenith, I think. Yes. And it was Lucario promo.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
And it's a really nice promo. So they started it, and they've done it in every set since. They're all Black Star promos. And then in the Pokemon Center ETBs, as we talked about in the previous podcast, they have a Pokemon Center stamp. You can only get them out of the Pokemon Center ETBs.
Right.
And with the amount of sealed collectors we have right now,
they go quick.
And
they're not being open.
They're not being open. Yeah. So not only is it a limited print run on a promo, but they're also more limited because they're not being opened
at all.
Right, because people want the sealed ETB. And it seems to be that as much as you would think at some point the card would surpass the the card would surpass the ETB, and you'd be like, well, I'm just going to rip the ETB, pull the card out, and then I have free packs.
And then I have free packs, maybe get some hits.
And it doesn't work that way because the ETB goes up in price with it.
Right.
Because it's Pokemon Center.
Because it's together.
It has a stamp.
Yeah, and it's together.
Right, so all
if
the
you
people
want that, you have to open that.
And all the people that want it sealed will pay the same.
You know it's in there. You know it's in there.
Mm-hmm. So those promos started to just gain value because of their limited print runs. Right. And I love them. I think they're great. They're pretty controversial at the moment. A lot of people don't like them.
Yep.
A lot of people think it's stupid. They think that they won't continue to be a popular item because Pokemon Center can just reprint them whenever they want.
Yeah.
But I mean, by that mindset, I could say that the Mario, Luigi, Pikachu aren't going to stay valuable because Pokemon Center could just print another one whenever they want
to. But they could reprint about anything whenever they want to.
But a PSA 10 Mario sold for $16,000 this week.
All right.
They're not going to.
No.
Once the set is passed, they're not. They're only going to drop so much.
They're not going to go back and start reprinting X and Y and Black and White and Sword and Shield.
No. And even if they do reprint the set, it's in that reprint time.
Yeah.
How much does it really matter in the grand scheme of things if it gets opened? Yeah. The only time that I think that it really is a big deal is like with Journey Together. If they overprinted Journey Together, it could make Journey Together way less desirable because it's only a 300 card set.
Right. So you start sending out packs and packs and packs, and people are gonna be bound to just have full collections of the set.
It's a super small
all the sealed
set.
master
it's super
set.
Easy to pull.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's getting a little late. We're filming a little late tonight, but talking about promos, even the old school promos are going up in price. The prices are going up and up and up on promos, and there seems to be a big surge in promo collectors. I feel like there's a little bit of drive from the Japanese promos and things like that, because as those go up in value, everyone's like, well, what about these promos? Are these promos going to do the same thing? And then it kind of bolsters that market on its own. I've noticed my promo collection is up over 190% in the past 2 weeks.
Just going up and up.
It's just it's an unreal amount of rise, but it just shows me that there's a huge amount of people buying that
market
people
for
collecting
promos.
It. Right.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So now that we've gone over that, we're ready for the card show this weekend.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna start pricing out product. We'll I'll be all ready for that.
Yep. Maybe I'll see you.
Hopefully we see you there. Hopefully we see some of you there. Don't forget, it's Friday. Tomorrow morning, GameStop is releasing for Saturday morning. Get there early.
4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m. I'm sure that they're in the more populated areas. There's people showing up way earlier.
Right.
There may even be campouts.
Because we're not, in the grand scheme of things, a very popular area.
We're in a very low population
in the grand
area,
scheme
really.
of the country.
I mean, the total line that we had on Saturday for GameStop was, I think, 29 people.
Right.
That's nothing.
There'll be plenty of places well over 100.
Right. So make sure you get in line.
Maybe midnight.
And videos are going to be released every Friday to the best of our ability from here on out. So this video is a Friday video, and next Friday we'll have another podcast video coming out for the New Collector podcast. We'll have a new topic for you guys, and we can't wait to see you then. Hope you have a good night.
Peace.
Peace out.